Hello. I don't know. Talk like at a good point where you want like your mic to probably just chill.
Yeah.
Because this ain't gonna work very well.
No, I prefer. There's a jet engine over there.
Yeah, I got a hybrid PS5 over there actually.
I probably want it to stay right here.
Yeah, this is probably where I'd be. I mean, this is
Comfortable enough.
it's
I don't know. I feel like I'm.
If you get an end table, I might move that table right here so I can drink without
I want to keep it a
being in the way.
bit far from me,
Yeah.
so that I'm able to have my drink.
Yeah.
Especially because I talk so much with my hands.
I mean, mine's this far away, and it's picking up all the way in the yellow.
Yeah. I don't know if.
Yeah, you can calm down now, by the way.
No.
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
plugged
want
that keyboard in, it's over.
That's what it took. Everything else on the back of it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
Tiny little USB.
Yeah, it's
Done. Cooked.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Hey.
Goober. Shit.
Check this guy out.
Just a silly little goober.
This guy out.
Ace, look into the light. He does not care. Oh, there he is.
Ah.
What a silly little goober.
Yeah, I hate you too.
I love how he's like, and then he just stands there.
You're free.
All right. I can already tell you, these are going to be scuffed. These are going to be so scuffed.
What on?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be scuffed. Without editing, this would be the most scuffed. Yeah, you can just set that there. Airball. You're still not done. I don't know. The PC. It got louder.
Watch your tone when you talk to me, boy.
This is what
Bitch made
only
boy.
16 gigabytes of RAM does to a fucking $3,000 PC.
I think my PC has 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Any PC should at least have that. And you'd think with that one, it would come with more.
Maybe at least 32. Hell, at least 17.
I need to get fucking bigger RAM sticks.
Bigger. I barely know her.
I barely know her, and I don't know how I'm going to tell her it's not going to be that big.
No. God, Nevis is going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, my dad's going to listen to these.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, your parents are going to know so much about me.
Yeah, they're going to know even more about me. They're going to not like hearing the way we talk, I bet.
What do you mean? Your parents helped us move, and I have a I Heart Goth Girls hat.
Yeah. It might just be weird, because I know my dad likes podcasts like I do,
Yeah.
and I just know
I think the weird thing is,
it's just going to... I don't know. He's like, probably used to like, professional, people that know what they're doing, can talk and fill up hours of shit. Something till after like an hour between each podcast, we're probably just gonna start geeking and just rattling off some just crazy shit.
I assume that we're gonna say some crazy shit, but me personally, the podcast that I've enjoyed listening to doesn't really have a structure to it. Like, it's just
That's valid.
It's just friends sitting around shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Like, that's what
Yeah.
I enjoyed listening to. That's what I enjoyed doing. I don't want to fucking go to bars. I want to sit here, slam a couple beers, and fucking reminisce with the homies.
That's so valid. Okay. Bars, overrated as hell.
Right.
They expensive as shit for very little alcohol in each drink.
Right.
I don't drink beers, so whenever like people are like, but $2 fucking wells, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want any of. First off, I don't drink beer. I don't necessarily drink to get drunk. Now, I would like to go to bars with the homies to talk to women, but I'm not gonna do that because talking to women is fucking horrifying.
Terrifying, right?
I'd rather come home, make 2 drinks, and immediately be at a good buzz because I can make a fucking drink with more than 2% of alcohol in it.
Right.
Than the bars can. Saved money, got more drunk, not stressed out around women.
Right.
That's a pretty fucking successful life.
Right.
I mean, I plan on doing that until I'm 45.
Yeah, no, that's completely valid.
Yeah.
Honestly, I respect it.
He does too. I hope Ace is around when I'm 45. Like, I hope he just...
God, can you imagine?
If that man thugs it out,
this monstrosity.
26 years old, I'm gonna just start feeding him bourbon. I'm like, you know what? You've earned it, big dog.
As soon as he turns 21, he's allowed to have bourbon.
Oh, that cat drunk. Yeah, okay. I was in the living room earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just eating my leftovers, watching some YouTube. I'm hearing like, the fuck is that? Like, lean up because I have my drink on the ground. Robin, head in the fucking cup, just going to town. I'm like, girl, oh my fucking God. I don't know how long she was sitting there just guzzling. But, you know, like, father...
It's not the first time she's drank, either. Do you remember when she was dipping your paw in your fucking whiskey?
She literally, like...
That's the good shit.
My offsprings.
Yeah.
They are just like me.
Yeah. Like father, like son, and daughter. You've raised alcoholic cats. Congratulations.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to raise an alcoholic son, too.
Yeah. Your beer fetcher. Sons. He's got to earn that title.
Yeah, that's going to actually be his fucking name on his birth certificate.
Beer fetcher.
Yeah. Yeah, but instead of beer fetcher, it's just going to be bartender. He's going to crawl out of the womb and he better know how to make a Mai Tai. If not, what 17 more years?
Yeah.
Always going to have a new kid.
Yep.
Start again.
Yep.
Bro just wants to hang out. We need to get
in
bro...
the fucking pentagram of wires we've got going on.
Yeah, this... We might need to get you a longer wire just to have like a rug or something to cover up some of these wires.
Yeah. Because my
PC is still not stopped screaming.
It's fucking terrified of something.
It's definitely... It's at like 15.9 of RAM, I bet. Don't know. It's probably got like 0.1 gigabytes left of RAM, and it's just holding together all it can.
Are you recording it right now?
Yeah. This might come out like shit. I mean, it shows that we're still at 60 FPS, so...
I'm assuming that's why it's struggling so much then. OBS running...
Well, having to take...
The recording.
Recording there to OBS. But it's not like any other programs are running. It's simply just having to track all this shit at once.
Yeah.
It's probably going to just stay like that. Even though it might not even be over 10 gigabytes of RAM running right now. I don't know. It's not like I have a million tabs open like I do on my phone. Did you know that on the iPhone you can get to 500 tabs? I figured that out. I just didn't close tabs for a long time. And I went to go to add a tab, and I just couldn't. I was like, what the fuck? Why can't I add this tab? I look. First off, don't have a problem. I just don't recognize it.
That's called denial.
And I go to add the tab. Look down, 500 fucking tabs. I'm like, holy shit! I'm -1, and then that little like plus symbol
fills in
again. I'm like, okay, well now I know. I sat there for like 30 minutes clearing out tabs. I could tell you I saved, I think, maybe 7 tabs. I was like, none of these were important. I do not know why I was saving all of these.
See, I think that's a problem whenever I get to like 40 tabs. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta clean this shit up. I think I just recently cleaned it to where I didn't have any open tabs. Robin was doing the same thing. Robin's underneath your chair currently.
Heard. I have autistic ass cats.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this one's doing over here.
He's doing yoga poses and shit.
Fucking turkey leg over there.
Zesty ass cat.
Yeah.
Well, this
the Carl Anthony town of cats.
After all that. My zesty sinner. Why did he have to fucking get traded? That was the begin. Okay, that was the beginning of the year. It was like, oh my god, Cat got fucking traded. What the hell? Okay, we got DiVincenzo and oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? Jesus.
I just know Rudy Gobert.
Julius Randle.
Oh yeah, he is on the Timberwolves.
Yeah, he's literally like the starter 90% of the time.
Yikes.
I was like,
say that,
fuck.
but the T-Wolves.
The T-Wolves they're dogs.
They're kind of fucking dogging on everybody.
They straight up have like 8 starters. Yeah. They can rotate through starters. It's fucking great. I remember seeing that. I was just so fucking sad. I was devastated. I remember. Was it you that told me? Or I think I just came across it. You told me.
I told you
about Luka. Because I remember we were in the bar, and I was there talking, I think, with Xavier or someone. I was just shooting the shit with someone. Drink, just fucking. Everyone was a little drunk at this point. Yeah. It's pretty late in the night because it was crazy. It was like late as shit when the news came through. It was like 11:30 or some shit at night, and so everyone's decently drunk in our old house that had the bar, and you just tap me on the shoulder. I turn around. I'm like, "What's up?" You're like, Luka got traded.
Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers.
I was like, shut the fuck up. No, the fuck you didn't. I just went right back to my fucking... I was like, no, whatever the fuck. I went back to talking with Xavier. Yeah. And then you tapped me on the shoulder again, and we had ESPN on the TV. Said, and you pointed in a bright red border at the bottom of the screen.
News,
Luka traded the Lakers, and I literally stared at the screen, dropped to my fucking knees, and just hit like this number. I was like, why? Nothing goes right for me in that fucking league.
Have you seen all the stuff from whenever he came back to Dallas?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's fucking heartbreaking.
It was so heartbreaking.
He did not deserve any of that.
Bro. And the little clip they made for him whenever he came back.
He fucking loved it.
Oh my god. He was in tears. I was in tears whenever I saw it. I was like, God.
And then he dropped, 40?
He dropped, I think it was like 43 or something. I don't know. He dropped a good amount. And then literally every single time he's played in Dallas since, he stares down Nico Harrison. And I love it. Although, unfortunately, Luka had to play against the T-Wolves. And listen, love JJ Redick. Love Luka. But T-Wolves is the entire team, and they're my team. I had to root against. And, yeah. Wolves in 5.
It was always bitch. Wolves in
5. I knew it. I was like, Lakers ain't walking out of this series. They end here. Especially after the second game. I was just like, after that, I was like, nope, I've seen enough. Wolves got it in them. Wolves got it in. They're going to walk back to Minnesota, get 2 more, and then walk back to L.A. and get the 3rd in that stretch. And I was like, there's no way. The Wolves are straight up dogs. Ant is a dog. Mike Conley is my favorite unk in the league, on par with fucking Kyrie. Luka. Love Luka. Bro does not play defense. No. He does not play defense. Oh my god, it's horrendous.
No, the Lakers got fucking thrashed.
Yeah, they got bullied. We play tomorrow against
Golden State,
Curry and company, Batman and Robin,
and Draymond.
Yeah, and WWE superstar Draymond Green.
Yep.
Oh my god. Did you hear what Ant said about that team?
Yes.
He was like, I really want to play Golden State because Draymond is a trash talker, and I want to beat that motherfucker. Like, hell yeah.
Ant's a dog.
Ant is a dog. He's the definition of old ball.
John Morant had the biggest fumble of all time in the NBA. He was the face, like he was the young talent that could have been the face of the league.
Mm-hmm. He's still doing really good.
No, he wants to shoot 16-year-olds.
He's still doing good, but he's like, watch me throw my career away. Ant is just like old school. Fuck you and your feelings.
To kick your ass. Yeah.
MJ, Allen Iverson type fucking Kobe Bryant type shit where they're getting in your fucking head.
I'm gonna show you that I outwork you.
And I'm gonna shit talk you the entire time.
And I love it.
I love it. I'm so happy we picked them up.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards is going to be one of my favorite players whenever he fully reaches that peak development.
Drink fucking drips like crazy. Bro, he's Jesus fucking Christ. He literally is like, he's one of the youngest to reach 9,000 career points.
Yeah.
How old is Ant?
23?
I think he is 23.
Yeah,
23 years old, 9,000 career. Jamie, pull that up. Fucking 9,000 career points at 23.
That's insane.
There's kids still in college playing college ball at 23 still with the whole extra year this. Yeah. Just you get a year. Fucking. Yeah. I mean, what? There's isn't there some kid who's like literally on his 9th year of eligibility just based on like red shirt, medical, the COVID year, the super senior, the transfer. It's like he's like on a 9-year eligibility.
Something like that.
Bro's about to start racking 401k while he's still in college.
Yeah, I think he's like 28.
Jesus Christ.
27 or 28.
Bro, it's not happening, dog. I'm sorry.
Hang it up. Just put the fries in the bag.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad you got to play with Carmelo at Syracuse, but it's time to hang him up.
Carmelo.
It's time to hang him up.
You still remember the KD at Texas days. Yeah. Jesus.
You remember Trae Young getting recruited?
He was there before Trae Young and after, too. Shit, when did Trae... Oh, my God, that's going to make me feel old. The Trae Young... When did he get drafted?
19?
Holy shit. I remember watching that man play.
I remember him cooking us.
Yeah, I also remember him cooking us. I remember him cooking us, but I also remember us screaming overrated because he went on like kind of a cold streak and he was just kind of not ball hogging. It's Trae Young.
He was Oklahoma's offense.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
He just had a spurt where nothing was going in, and I just remember that arena was just screaming overrated, over and over.
Like I get it, because like
Tech fans are.
Yeah, we throw beer bottles at Colorado players. So
look, no, it was Texas. Was that for football?
Football, yeah.
Oh yeah. We do that in every sport.
Yeah, we do that.
There's nothing else to do in Lubbock.
We do that to Abilene Christian State.
Abilene Christian State. There's nothing like else to do here besides drink, eat,
and bully opposing sports fans.
Pretty much. I mean, we don't have a professional sports team, so Tech is literally like our lifeblood in this fucking town. It's like God forbid if Tech ever goes 10-2, we might pull January 6th and just storm the Capitol just because.
I mean, we did during the Crabtree catch.
Yeah, we did go insane. Yeah, we tore down the goalpost, and they were
like,
like,
time left on the clock. Texas Tech kicked off after that touchdown from their own goal line.
Yes. There's so many penalties. They were like, what are we supposed to do here? There's a goalpost torn down. We had to cram thousands of people off to the sidelines just to kick the ball and catch it. Like,
it was fucking ridiculous.
Because how long did it take after the storming of the field for everything to get cleared?
It was like half an hour.
It was like 30 fucking minutes, I think. Oh my God. But yeah, whenever you said the beer bottle throw, I just remember I was there at the... I was there 2 years ago.
Chris Beard's return, right?
Was it Chris? Who was it that got shoved? Was it Darian that got shoved? Who was it? I think it was... No, there's no way Darian got checked that hard. Maybe it was. I don't remember. God, I literally have videos of it on my phone. So being there, the game was already chippy. Tech is just throwing. We are not doing good. Everyone in the arena is just pissed off. Players are pissed off. Coaches are pissed off. 15,000 people are pissed off. And I remember the ball got poked, and we poked the ball from OU. Not OU. UT. And they're running out to the sideline to try to catch the ball before it goes out. Because there was still enough time on the clock where there was a little bit of hope if Tech just went crazy and we just shut them down. Could have got it. I remember Brock Cunningham. I remember this motherfucker. He was like 6 years deep. He's probably bagging fries now. Bro hit checked him so hard. Maybe it was Chance. But hip checked him so fucking hard that he went flying off into the media stand where our guys are. And I remember seeing that. The arena just fucking erupted. Because it wasn't a play on the ball at all. Like, you could literally see in the slow-mo, it was like the ball, and you could see Brock's head literally do like a little turn and then just move towards us and just hit him. It went, hit him in the table. Arena went crazy. Our boys swarmed the Brock. I think it was Chance. I really can't remember. I got to look up after this. But I think it was Chance or Darian. It was one of the two, I think. And they just got up, walked off. Meh. I just remember looking at him like, all right, that was it. But at the time, it was Joe Toussaint. And I can't remember who else was on the team right there with them. But there's getting up in Brock's face. Joe Toussaint. Joe's like, what, 6'1"?
Yeah.
He's looking up at Brock like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, I'll beat the shit out of you. Don't touch him. The Steven Adams, but like... Yeah. And, oh, my God. I remember, like, that happened. First beer bottle got thrown. And I was like, oh, my God. They're throwing bottles and cans. Because I remember after that, not a single bottle has been sold at a Tech event since that moment. Because a bottle got thrown, and then cans started getting thrown, and then Tech got assessed 2 technical fouls. Grant had to come over the mic and be like, guys, please stop. They're going to just shoot free throws all night. Quit throwing shit on the court. And then it started with water. Because they were like, yeah, it's not as bad. So they started throwing water bottles. But the thing is, the can, because one of the cans, they were like all in a huddle. Each team was in their huddle while they were reviewing, like, okay, this is going to be a flagrant ejection, whatever. One of the cans gets thrown towards the UT huddle. Yeah. And I just remember it landing right next to the huddle. I was like, oh, my God, they're not walking out of here alive. Yeah. I was like, they need to fucking just leave. They need to cancel this game because I'm afraid this arena is about to rush the court and start beating the shit out of UT players because Tech fans are crazy. Because the rage everyone in that arena was just crazy. I remember they came back on, called it. They were like, yeah, Brock Cunningham, you're ejected. Get out. Also, 2 technical fouls called against Texas Tech for the fans and everything. And there was like 6 policemen escorting Brock Cunningham. Like, they were like jogging to the tunnel. And like, there was still shit getting thrown at Brock while he was running the tunnel. I was like, that's why I love being a Tech fan, because we're fucking crazy. We'll flip buses and burn couches and destroy cars, and it looks like an average day in Detroit whenever Tech does good.
Yeah.
God, I cannot wait for Tech sports to start back up.
Just have F1 until then.
I'm cool with that.
Australia goat hitting the gritty.
Oh my God. That shit was great.
It was so fucking funny.
I can't believe he actually did it. I was waiting. I was like, he got out of the car. I didn't know if he was going to hit it on the car. He got down. He was celebrating. And I saw him like, stop. He looked up. I was like, his mind's computing. His Australian mind's trying to figure out.
He said something on the radio right after he finished.
Really? I didn't. What did he say? I don't remember him.
I don't know if you sent it to me or if
I don't remember what he said. If I do remember.
He told Will, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to gritty now.
Really? I don't remember him saying that. Oh my god! Did you see all the Lego pandemonium? While
Yes.
That up? Oh my god, that shit was hilarious. They really do need to do that every single race. That was hilarious.
Oscar Piastri wins the Miami Grand Prix. 3 Grand Prix victories in a row. It's a 1-2 for the team.
Well done, Oscar. Great job. Right, then pick up, brother, and recharge on. Great job. Great afternoon. Really spoke. Pace was phenomenal.
Nice to know. I was ready to come and do a gritty. I'm regretting making that bet now.
You had tuition though, Oscar, so proud of you, mate.
Oscar Piastri wins.
This is Fernando Alonso.
He tried so hard.
His post. Oh, let me find what Justin Jefferson said. Yeah, Justin Jefferson. You did just fine. We gonna work on those dance moves another time. Just keep winning, brother. Is what Justin Jefferson said.
By the looks of it, he's about to have some insane couple years coming up.
He asked 3.
Bro, he's about to fucking. He's about to beat Max's. How many in a row did Max win in 2023? Was it 10?
A lot.
I think was it 10 or 11 in a row? It was some insane fucking number. Jesus,
8.
watching that year was.
All I'm saying is that
It was impressive, but God, it was so boring.
every driver that has won 4 of the first 6 races has won the championship.
World champion. Yeah, no, I don't see a world where Oscar doesn't win the championship. I think it's totally going to be Oscar, Lando, and I'm still.
My P3 merchant.
I know I'm like, is George genuinely? Because George is only 9? I don't know after Miami.
He's pretty close.
Is George only 9 points behind on Max?
I think so.
Bro, I still think George has a good shot of finishing P3 and Max being P4. I just think the Red Bull is just too much of a dumpster fire for Max to.
He's 6 points behind Max.
So
Max is at
yeah, because
99.
Max got 4th, right?
Yeah.
So he upped by 3 points.
Max is at 99. George is at 93.
Oh my god, that's crazy. What about Williams, huh? Bro, I'm so ready to see Williams just crush. Do you think if Williams keeps going the way they are, they might have a couple good runs when Ferrari really struggles and does some real Ferrari shit? Do you think they could genuinely contend at P4?
I don't think so. I want them to.
I want them to as well. It's like, it's so sad because like I don't really hate any team or any driver. I would love to see Williams do so well, but God, it's so sad to see Ferrari get worse. Like, Ferrari fans already have it bad just being Ferrari fans, and it just progressively has been getting
And they
worse.
have so many moments of hope. Like,
They do.
Lewis fucking dragging that tractor to pole for the sprint in
Yeah.
China. To then Lewis being miserable there.
Oh my God.
Like, I understand the appeal and like the history.
Yeah,
like,
of
the
Ferrari.
prestige of Ferrari
Yeah.
wearing the scarlet. But like, come on.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely not.
They need an
days have
overhaul.
passed.
Yeah.
It was funny as shit listening to Lewis's radio
Signs
messages.
1.4
though.
behind. You want me to let him pass too?
It's like whenever he's telling him to have a tea break, bro. I didn't even hear it on the radio yesterday, but I heard it on my phone today on Instagram.
Oh, the fucking Lego car.
No, it was he snapped at Ferrari again. I don't remember. It's just him tweaking, him losing his fucking mind. Which, I mean, I really don't blame him.
No. It honestly shocks me how well Charles has kept his composure with Ferrari all these years, because Lewis is done.
Yeah.
Which I get, because let's be honest, he's towards his twilight. We're getting close to the end of Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
But he still has that drive. And Ferrari is just, they are doing everything against him.
I know. They're not helping because, like, he will be trying to give them feedback, being like, listen, don't talk. Oh, it was under braking, I think.
Yeah.
They were just yapping in his ear to under, and he just screams at him.
He's like, I'm in a
"Guys,
battle. I'm in my
please."
braking zone. Please shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, it's like, as an engineer, you don't need to take that as offense. You need to just learn from it. And they don't.
No.
Literally, because, like, it'll just be a screaming match over the radio. Like, Lewis will be trying to talk, and the engineer will be like, mode 2? Fucking, like, bro, shut the fuck up. Listen to your 7-time world champ and listen to him, bro. He knows what he's doing. It's not his first fucking rodeo.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus. How many fucking championships have you won since you've been there? Clearly, every driver that's ever raced for you just gets angry at you. Like, y'all need to figure it out. Like, the chemistry between engineer and racer. Because, I mean, it's not like Lewis isn't trying to get along with the team. Because whenever they have a good stop, Lewis praises them. Like, he does it, I think, every single race. It's like, great stop, boys.
Yeah.
Phenomenal work. Like, doing good. And then his engineer fucks it all up. The strategy.
He misses Bono so much.
Oh, my God. I fucking can't imagine. I can't imagine how much he misses Bono. Poor Lewis, bro. Poor Lewis.
He doesn't deserve that. And it's also sad because Mercedes looks damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Mercedes is George Russell, Mr. Consistent. And Kimi.
He's a dog.
Yeah, Kimi's looking good. Obviously, I didn't expect...
As soon as he's done with his homework...
As soon as he's done with his homework, he can put all his effort into this. I didn't expect him to get a win from that pole position on the sprint. You have 2 McLarens right behind you. You have Oscar Piastri lining up next to you.
Yeah.
And it's a decent run to the first corner. I would have been impressed if Kimi kept it on the first corner.
If he...
I was hoping, looking at that grid, I was like, maybe Kimi can at least get the podium. And then everything kind of just worked against Kimi.
Yeah,
where it was Max or the Red Bull releasing Max early.
Yeah, he had a
Kimi
drive
getting
through
hit.
in a sprint
Essentially,
race.
yeah, I guess essentially had a piss poor drive through where he was just trying to pit, and then the safety car. Kimi just got so unlucky in that sprint. He totally could have walked away with. It's a sprint, but could have walked away with at least, in my opinion, 6 points and a podium. I would have been pretty impressed if he would have made up for it in the race. I don't, at this point, I don't really see anybody besides the 2 McLarens getting 1-2 right now, or at least 1 and 3 or 2 and...
Not after Miami.
Yeah, no, I see it being a
That
1 and 2
was-
pretty much until someone catches up, unless something happens.
And the worst part is, as much as people talk about Max's dominance in 23, Checo wasn't pulling 30-second gaps in the second Red Bull.
Yeah, it was a very Max-dominated car, and no one else could tame it. This is like...
The car is literally a rocket
The
ship.
car is good, and you have 2 really good drivers.
Yeah.
And they can both drive it equally. Oscar is just making less mistakes. I think he's more just level-headed. He's just... It's like whenever you're in the clutch moment, the people who make the clutch shots aren't thinking, it's clutch time, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Like, butterflies.
Yeah.
It is just like, this is like any other moment. This
got
is
a
like
job
any
to
other
do.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Oscar. Oscar's mindset is level-headed from lights go out to crossing that checkered flag, level-headed the whole time.
Right.
Like, I think the most he's ever shown emotion is, like, it's very minute, you know. He complains about the most minute shit. Like, he didn't even... What did he complain about this year that was, like, the most just, like, okay, Oscar. Literally, his engineer was like, good to know. That was it.
I don't remember.
Meanwhile, Lewis... I'm going to
You want
fucking
me-
stab one of y'all whenever I get there.
You want me to let him pass, dude? That's so fucking funny.
That is actually hilarious. It is... Williams looks impressive.
Williams does look good.
McLaren looks unstoppable. Mercedes, in my opinion, looks like they're going to finish second. George will battle Max for P3 in drivers. And I think Kimi will probably place 5th in drivers.
I can see that.
Yeah, and then I genuinely, it's hopium, but I really want to see. I want to see Williams even exceed these expectations. I want them to bring more upgrades and just be insane.
Yeah.
Like, I want them to go from literally dead last to just like, holy shit, they are top field now.
Yeah.
Like, it was entertaining watching both, because they have good drivers. Albon and Sainz, they're phenomenal drivers.
They are.
And watching them battle Charles and Lewis, it was entertaining.
It was.
I mean, like I said, I don't understand necessarily the hate between Miami. It's just an American track and it's a street circuit, so people are like, fuck that.
Yeah.
All the Europeans out there,
Yeah.
and literally almost everyone else. I like Miami. It tends to be mostly an entertaining race.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times where, like, close to the end of the race, everyone was so spread out. That you can't even blame the track at that point. That's just coincidence. Everyone was at least like 3 seconds apart from the next person. So at that point, you're just recording people run laps. It just looked like free practice.
Yeah.
But like, whenever people are close in Miami, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's really entertaining. It's not like there's no passing opportunities or there's only like one passing opportunity. Like, you have to be smart with your passes. If you pass on the back stretch, coming down the main straight.
Yeah, they're gonna have a chance.
Yeah, to come back.
Yeah.
There's tons of corners. I mean, shit. Where did Oscar overtake Max? Was it? Oh, it was on turn one because Max kind of had a slight lockup and slid through the apex. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun little season to watch.
Yeah.
I feel fairly confident I know where McLaren and Oscar and Lando are gonna finish. I just kind of want to know where the rest is, where that's gonna go. Because who knows? Maybe Red Bull fucking figures shit out. I don't see it, but maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's their kryptonite for the last 2-3 years. It's been one thing, and they finally figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. If they bring back the 08 Red Bull.
Yeah, fuck it. Just bring back the RB19 and just give it to Max. I don't know. Yuki will find it undrivable, but
Everyone.
yeah. I don't even know, like, because I don't really know how the McLaren is set up, because they can both drive it. So I don't know how sensitive it is like compared to the Red Bull. I don't think it would be too hard to drive. Not for fucking
Not me.
Yeah, no, not me. I'm just saying I feel like a lot of people on the grid could get in that and figure it out. I just don't know who on the grid could get in Max's seat and figure it out.
I don't think there's one person, past or present, that could step into that RB19 and throw it around like Max did.
Yeah, I mean, it's so fucking snappy. I don't know how he handles it.
Yeah, such a pointed front wing that it's
so weird. I don't understand. And it's like every weekend it's a kind of a different issue. It's typically oversteer with that car.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. It's a shit box.
You can't say that. It's a Ferrari.
Drives like a pig.
Understeers like crazy.
Robin is out.
Yeah.
In your chair, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
Hey, just chilling.
She doesn't want to be near me, by the way. She just wants to be where I have been.
God.
Women.
All of our exes.
Oh, no, we'll see how this overnight one goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. You gonna...
We'll see.
Just saying, I do not understand how you haven't gotten her snap at least yet.
I mean, we've had some moments, but
Yeah.
for the most part, like, I don't try and do anything. I don't push anything because she's usually not sober when she comes in.
Yeah.
And that's not really my... Whenever I'm dead sober and she comes in fucking shit-faced drunk, that's not usually the route I like to take things. So
That's fair. Was she sober whenever she came in?
yesterday, yeah. Or at least she wasn't very drunk.
At least she wasn't very drunk. That's valid.
But
I think as long as both parties, I gotta clarify this. As long as both parties are tipsy, it's cool. If one party is drunk, the other's not, probably not. Especially if the girl is drunk and the guy is. If the guy's drunk and the girl's fucking all about it, hey, if the guy can get it up, fuck it.
If I were drunk and the person I'm with is sober, I want her to take advantage of me. Let me get that out there. I want her to abuse me if she feels like it. Okay?
In what way?
All of them.
Okay. Yeah, no more further questions.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, I get it.
Me as a person, I just don't feel comfortable if I'm sober and she's not.
I'm that same way.
So,
even if they tell me like, okay, if they're a little tipsy and they tell me beforehand, they're like, hey, I'm like, all right. But if you're like hammered as shit, no.
yeah. Yeah.
Like I've been there. I'm
So-
like, no.
So I won't. But I don't know. She told me she works Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, I guess Monday is just our day then. And I was like, I guess so. So I'll probably give her my number whenever she comes by again.
She bad?
She's pretty bad. She's pretty bad. And when I was telling Taylor, I was like, yeah, my wife came by. I wasn't talking about Nev. But then Nev
You got
walked
multiple
in.
wives?
I mean,
You Mormon now?
one of them doesn't know that she's my wife.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, almost none of them do.
Yeah, we're married in
you-
my head, though.
Yeah,
So,
white picket fence,
Yep.
2 kids,
Yep.
t-ball practice,
yeah.
Dropping off at school,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
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 no,
yeah,
I totally get it.
yeah,
It's all in
yeah,
my head
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
I walk past those girls too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
she has no idea we're in love. She has no idea.
She doesn't know it, but we are in love. Madly in love. So then Ned came by, and I don't know, Taylor was telling me, I guess, everything that she said about whenever she was there asking for me and I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, oh, who's the guy that works overnights? And they were like, which one? She was like, I don't know, he's like kind of nerdy, quiet, with glasses. And they were like, that could be either one of them.
Did he have a I Heart Goth Girls hat on?
Oh, it was before I had this hat.
Okay.
I probably would have been wearing the Women Want Me, Fish Fear Me hat, but
It's a phenomenal hat.
I've got some good hats.
Yeah. I mean, I used to wear hats like crazy. I don't know, I'd like cut my hair because like, I mean that shit was long as
Yeah.
hell. Especially like after a shower, fully wet.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit would go past my nip sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
I don't know how you did that.
It was such a nightmare. I mean, it was great because I put it up in like a bun sometimes, and like it didn't look terrible in my opinion.
No, it looked good.
I was just like, I just remember it was just such a pain in the ass because like working on cars, being over shit, your hair's just always in your face and your way. I'm not saying this isn't, but
This is much more like maintainable.
yeah, it's definitely more maintainable. But dear God, fucking having all that hair, it was great and not at the same time. I looked like fucking Jesus. I also looked like I could be a 40-year-old working at Whataburger. I was like, fuck, I need to change it up. I just remember like going to my therapist. I was like, no, holy shit, not
Your
therapist.
therapist,
I don't have a
nice.
therapist, by the way. Not my therapist, my hairstylist, who I've known since my mom introduced me to her at the young age of, I think, 4.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I want this, and just showed her a picture of Anakin Skywalker. I was pretty much like, yeah, give me that cut. It's a little past that now, but yeah.
No, it still looks good though.
I just, Oh my God, it felt like I fucking took off like a 10-pound hat after all that hair was cut off.
I can imagine.
I give so much props to women who deal with their fucking hair because Jesus, during that like 2-year span where I had really long hair, it was an absolute fucking nightmare. Jeez, it's just such a pain in the ass. There's still days like even with this hair, there's still days I'm like, yeah, just,
I'm just getting a buzz cut.
yeah. I was like, I could walk into my bathroom right now and give myself a buzz cut, and no one would stop me.
Yeah.
Literally no one.
Yeah. You have free will.
I do have free will, and I think about it every single day.
Yeah, I get it.
I restrain myself.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. But now it's like I'm at this point where I'm like, I'm cool with this length. I don't want to chop it all off. Because if once it's chopped all off, fuck it. That's the last time I'm growing hair. I'll be from fucking 22 to dead, buzzed. That's it.
I get it. Guess Ned was up there asking about me one day. Like, who is he? They were like, we don't know who you're talking about. Like, they look at the exact same. Like, it's just copy paste. White boy, generic white boy 3.
Yeah, white boy with brown hair and white boy with black hair, though. Connor has black hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm always wearing a hat.
No.
Connor's always wearing his hoodie. Like, we
Yeah,
both
looking
wear,
like, people that sell drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and Connor and I wear the exact same fit most days. Like,
Yeah.
jeans and a hoodie. Is like, we wear the exact same thing. So, can't be like, oh, he was wearing, like, so I used to wear that red jacket all the time. It couldn't be like, oh, he always wears this red jacket. He always wears this white jacket. No, he was nerdy white boy who was quiet and awkward. I told Taylor, I was like, I know exactly who you're talking about. And then she came into the store yesterday. We sat, we talked, we flirted. Everybody gave me shit whenever they were there.
I bet.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have been in the back like, I'm a boy.
I walked up to Taylor after and I was like, I told you I knew who you were talking about. And she was
Yeah.
like, you did. You did.
Well, I expect I'll be married by tomorrow whenever I get home. Don't worry, I am ordained
Oh, yeah, you're
as
right.
of New Year's of last year.
You know what? I'll let her know that you're ordained.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe pull that line. Be like, yeah, my roommate's ordained.
Yeah,
We could elope right now.
you could.
I'm cool with it.
In front of God, good and proper.
In front of God? Me?
You're ordained. That's what that means.
Oh, okay. I got ordained when I was hammered as shit, and in about 20 minutes, I couldn't tell you exactly. I'd still have to do research. Be like, how the fuck do I do my job?
Brother, you don't have to have an actual wedding to be married. You just have
Yeah,
to go
you
to
just
the
have
court
to-
and sign the papers.
Yeah,
You have the wedding,
I could
For
literally,
quote unquote, religious standpoint of it.
You could bring her home and be like, you do? All right, cool. My job here is done. It's crazy. My dad's ordained, but he's like officially ordained. I'm like drunkenly
Timu.
ordained. Yeah, I'm like
Timu
Timu ordained right now. If I look back through it, I could be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm ordained. I just remember launching out of my seat because it was like Colt Kaylee and then her lesbian roommates who were. It was like 5 people having a blast. And it was New Year's, and obviously, I didn't have anyone. No New Year's kiss, right?
You kiss the mirror.
I did kiss the mirror. Yeah, I have that picture.
Yeah.
I just remember everyone was drunk as shit. Kaylee and Colt were like, "Oh, we want to get married." Like they were hammered, and I was like, "My dad can marry y'all." I was like, "Fuck it, I'll marry y'all." They're like, "Are you ordained?" I'm like, "No, but I could be." And then I went radio silent for like 20 minutes. I was on my phone. I was on my phone, and I was like going through this whole application, trying to go as fast as I can, like doing this whole process. And I get my certification. It was like, congratulations, you are now ordained. I launch out of my seat. I'm like, I'm ordained. Literally all four of them jump up like, yeah! Like, and then like this second ice cream that the two lesbian couple, her roommates, were like, could you marry us? I was like, fuck it, I'll marry everyone.
I'll marry people who don't want to be married. Walk around the streets, be like, y'all are married now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That'd be $500.
Jesus.
Some good times.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was doing that year for New Year's. That was what, 2 years ago? Not this past New Year's, the one before?
The one before, what, the 23 going into 24?
Yeah. Is that when it was?
That's whenever I kissed the mirror for my New Year's. I sent that to my entire work group chat. They all loved it. All of them, I won't say all, but half of them, my age or older, were like, I could have been your New Year's kiss.
Yeah. Trade is crazy.
Trade is crazy.
Somebody's grandpa is talking about how he's going to suck my dick from the back. He's 65 years old.
I've seen some gay ass shit in the shop. Yeah. I love the picture of my foreman literally spooning another tech on top of the passenger seat. Like, they were like, I don't know, they were like fucking with like a blower motor or something. And like, the tech's name is Jimmy, and he was like laying down on the ground. And then the foreman, did I ever show you a picture of Kane? Yeah, he's like 5'3" little leprechaun man with a beard, like red hair.
Yeah.
A lot of tattoos, but you know, you got the picture. He's just laying on top of him, trying to like diag it together. Like, it's so cute.
Y'all zesty as hell.
Y'all zesty as hell. I can't say I didn't do any crazy shit there too.
No, everybody in trade did.
There's a picture of my ass because I was doing something, my back was hurting, and someone just happened to see it at the perfect time. Their phone was out. I like had a foam pad on the ground, so I'm on my knees and I'm like getting down below the dash, and my back is hurting. So I do like the thing where like you hinge up and then you like do that, but I'm on all fours, so doing this on all fours is arching your shit. And someone got a picture of me doing that from like across the shop. My ass looks so fucking fat in that picture. It looks like a BBL, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. I miss working at Hyundai. That shit was hilarious. All those guys there were great. Working at Ford has been, como se dice, fucking terrible, I'd say.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. I mainly keep to myself and just headphones in.
Right.
Fixed car.
Yeah.
Not as much crazy shit.
Leave her alone.
Hey, you can...
That's what you were doing.
Yeah, for real. God, she is such an RBF.
Yeah. I showed Taylor a picture.
Yeah?
Yeah. I showed her the picture of Ace licking nothing. And the picture of Robin where she's just sitting there and she's just...
The picture of Ace whenever he was just like... Yeah. Like, he was just licking for like 5 minutes, and you have the picture and his tongue's just like...
Yeah. I have the video of it where he's just fucking...
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. He's just... For like 5 minutes, he just wouldn't stop. I'm like, you good, dog?
Yeah.
You need some fucking water? Like, it's right there.
He was geeked.
Jesus.
Geeked out of his mind. And she's just a cunt.
Terrorist of a cat. What are you looking at?
The Hat
Okay.
Man.
The Hat Man running a crazy slant route. How about you go play for Aaron Rodgers? I don't even remember. Does he have a fucking contract?
I haven't seen one.
Bro got signed to the Jets. Played what? A play?
He was there for one series. He didn't complete a pass.
Yeah,
that
he played
first
for, I think,
season.
was it 2 plays?
It was more than that. They ran the ball a couple of times. He threw one pass that was incomplete. Then he dropped back.
And then he got hurt.
And then tore his Achilles. He was out for the year.
Jesus Christ. I remember how hyped Jets people were.
And then the season
He
he
got
did play, he
blue
was ass.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't the best. Kind of
No, he was ass.
Yeah,
He was terrible.
Yeah. It's so sad to see, like, you know, people you grew up with watching play sports, and then all of a sudden they're just starting to get washed. And you're like, fuck.
And now I'm seeing people that are younger than me, you know, fucking take over leagues.
Yeah, no, that one really fucking hurts.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, where did I go fucking wrong?
Yeah.
Like, shit, I'd fucking turn wrenches, and this 19-year-old just bagged a $4 million contract.
Yeah. There's a fucking 18-year-old driving tens of $1 million cars,
Yep. He had a
traveling the world.
He had a super license before he had a driver's license. What are you gonna do? Dug it out, work 60 hours a week.
Yep.
Do what any real man will do.
I'm working 111 hours straight, or 110 hours straight.
Work 60 hours a week for the rest of your life, have a drinking addiction, and then die unhappy. That's what a real man does.
Yeah, as a real
And
man.
bottles it up for 65 years
Yeah.
and just dies and says nothing.
65. No, you bottle it up so much that you have a heart attack at 45. Like a real man.
Yeah, that's honestly the best way to go. I don't see any other better way to go.
No, that's the way.
That's dying honorably.
Yes. You make it to Valhalla for that.
You make it the Vol for working in trade for 30 years and having a heart attack, living the most miserable life possible. Surviving 3 divorces.
Yeah. There are 3 ways that you make it to Valhalla. Dying in battle, dying from having a woman sit on your face,
Ooh, no, that's so valid.
and dying miserably after working trade in 30 years. That's how you make it to Valhalla.
I mean, whether this be whatever this might be, I guess I can say what happened today.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, long story short. Actually, I don't know how do I want to start this?
I don't want the short story, I want the full story.
I was going to say what happens and then I'd explain it.
Okay.
I set a car on fire.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently I need another drink.
All right. Yeah, you're going to want one. Yeah, it was not my finest day today.
No, you don't say.
No, it was not. So
You have all hands up there? When do you get more all hands?
we have all hands. Oh, that's probably my parents' all hands.
Oh.
You know, they drink everywhere they go.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I came from my dad's sack. Did I ever tell you whenever I was at Whataburger? We'll get back to the story, but I ever tell you at Whataburger we had a manager. They would ask me because like they were just like surprised that they were older. They were in the military at one point. They were like 24 whenever I was like 17 or 18 or some shit, and they were just asking like, "Where were you on 9/11?" Asking people were like, "I don't know. I was like here. I was like there." Or I was like, I literally was like, I don't know, probably swimming around my dad's nuts. And my fucking GM was right there, and he just looked at me. He was like, and just walked away. I was like, yeah, all right. So, anyways, back to me setting a car on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually freaked out. I had to use a fire extinguisher today.
Nice. Use the pass method.
I'll get to
Throw the fire extinguisher in the fire.
No, I did not chunk the fire extinguisher at the fucking car. Okay, so let me put it in perspective. Because I gotta clarify this. I'm working on a truck that is older than I am.
Okay.
This is a 1998 Ford Ranger.
Okay.
Do what you will with that information. The car, literally, the truck is missing components. Customer brings it in, complaining, car doesn't start. I've replaced the battery.
Customer state, it's a shitbox.
I've replaced the alternator. I go out there first time I look at this fucking thing. There's not even a fucking alternator in it. The alternator is literally missing. There's vacuum lines missing. Fucking the belt tensioner is missing. The belt's just hanging there. I'm like, no fucking shit, it won't start. It's like, I hook up my, I have like a giant battery booster. It has like 1 volt. It's not gonna fucking start. So anyways, I'm like, okay, it's literally a giant battery pack. It's not like one of those you just press it on and it jumps it. Like, it's a maintainer.
Yeah.
So I'm able to run that thing as an alternator. So I ended up pulling the truck in, literally running that thing as a fucking alternator. Anyways, days go by after I did my inspection and everything. All these parts come in. They actually approve everything, which is fucking impressive because I asked for 2 hours of diag. I wasn't even expecting that to get approved. And so they approved everything. So I'm tearing this thing apart, and I end up getting it to the point where I was like, I'm going to end up starting on the brakes. Keep in mind, this is a 27-year-old truck. Just by the looks of it, it's probably been sitting for some time. And get the wheel off, get the caliper off, the pads, all that shit. It's just the rotor on the hub. There's no screws holding it in. You know, like most rotors, you might need to just tap it off. Doesn't work. I'm soaking this thing in PB Blaster, trying to get rust just somewhat broken down. It's not working. I'm banging on this thing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I end up, I have like a really high, I have a metal can. You can pressurize that shit like a motherfucker. Brake cleaner. I'm like trying to use high pressure, trying to like scrape off some of the rust. I'm like literally scraping this thing around, like trying to clean it the hell off because the hub is like rusted like hell. The rotor's ends, like the rotor inner hole is rusted like shit. I was like, oh my god, this thing is, it does not want to fuck come off. So there's a point, once you've tried lubricant, once you try to hammer, maybe a couple other alternative ideas, you bring out a torch. Because heat breaks shit down. Especially rust. You know, it just makes shit uncease a lot of the time. That's like your final effort. Like that's the main thing with tie rods and all that shit.
Open sesame.
Yeah, I fucking wish it was that easy. So there's a towel, right? The truck is low to the ground. I'm not standing up and doing this because I was doing other work on the hood. So it's low to the ground. The rotor's like maybe 5-6 inches off the ground.
Right.
And there's a mat underneath the hub, the whole knuckle and everything, just catching all the PB Blaster and brake cleaner and everything that I've been trying to get this thing lubricated and broken off. And I thought it was dry. The rotor and everything was dry. So I take my torch, light, get up close to the rotor. Whole rotor catches fire. Small fireball, but the fireball was small enough, or it was just big enough, like I said, about 5-6 inches off the ground, to a mat that is soaked in fucking brake cleaner. So, small fireball, I watch it just touch the mat, boof, fucking the entire wheel well engulfed in flames. I'm like freaking the fuck out because I was not expecting it. It's one of those things like, obviously, I feel like most people know how to just use a fucking fire extinguisher. You know how to handle that situation.
Yeah.
Whenever you're not expecting it and you're just, not your vehicle, but someone's vehicle you're working on that they're paying you, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get fucking fired. And I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, shit. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I can't stop this. Like, I don't have anything here that I could quickly do this. Because like your first thought, they say like, oh, use a fire extinguisher. You got a fire. Use a fucking fire extinguisher. But you don't want to be that guy that has to use a fire extinguisher. You're looking at the fire. You assess, how big is this to a point? Could I do something without a fire extinguisher? In about half a second, I realized there's no other help but a fire extinguisher. Yeah. Like, I was thinking maybe I could drag the mat away and stomp on it. Maybe it's just the mat. No, everything else is still on fire. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, I'm going to cause hella damage if I don't get a fire extinguisher. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, Ryan. There's like a dude next to me. He's worked there for years. He has both headphones in. He knows he's worked there for years. I'm like, I don't know where a fire extinguisher is. I'm like, Ryan, I got my truck on fire. He's like, huh? I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm geeking and losing my mind. And that made me lose it more, just him being like so nonchalant. Anyways, I looked past him, and on the wall, 2 bays across, was a fire extinguisher. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, fuck. I'm like trying to get it off the wall, and I fucking managed to get it off. Go over there, I'm looking at it. It's got the fucking like loop-de-zip tie and then the pin. I'm like whenever you're in that situation, you think, okay, just handle it, cut it, whatever, pull the pin. You're freaking the fuck out. Yeah. Like, whenever there's genuinely a fire big enough where you're like, fuck. Like, your mind doesn't necessarily get so level-headed, so you're just kind of losing it. I ended up just somehow breaking it off. Yeah. Put it out. I'm like, holy shit. I'm losing it. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to get fired? Because I'm looking. I'm like, okay. Luckily, like I said, 1998. If this was like a brand new vehicle, I would have been fucked. Because there's wiring and shit around the knuckle and everything, like wheel speed sensor, or on specific trucks, there's like suspension sensors and all this shit. Luckily, nothing electrical caught fire. Because if there's like a fire around an electrical component, oh my God, you know it. Yeah. You're an electrician. That's whenever it gets really fucking scary. And so, luckily, no electrical caught fire. Like I said, the fucking knuckle, rotor, caliper, fender liner, control arm, tie rod, everything was just on fucking fire. And so, anyways, I set it down. I'm just sitting there like, holy shit. And it's just cloud of white, Yeah. Whatever the hell is in fucking fire extinguishers.
The chemical for it.
Yeah, and I had to open my door, let it all out and shit. And I ended up talking with someone. He kind of calmed my nerves on. He was like, oh, yeah, I've lit cars on fire multiple times. He was like, your first time is fucking horrifying. After that, you're kind of like, I've been here before. I'm like, glad to know, I guess. But Ryan, he ends up coming over there, and I'm kind of just sitting there. He's like, I'm surprised you got that fucking pin out. And he's kind of sitting there, he's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He kind of looks at me, looks at the fire extinguisher. He was like, bro. I was like, what? He was like, you ripped the fucking bracket out of the wall. I was just freaking out. I wasn't paying attention. I literally ripped the bracket clean out of the fucking wall with the fire extinguisher.
Fucking mounted bracket. You fucking ripped out of the wall. God damn.
I have a picture of it because I took a picture. Hang on. It literally has bolts and nuts where it was fucking mounted to the wall. That metal fucking... Bro, that's bolts and nuts where it was literally drilled into the fucking wall, and I just ripped it out. I wasn't paying attention in the moment, and I looked at it, I was like, holy shit. I was like, I can't believe I just ripped it out of the fucking wall like that. Yeah, that was my day at work.
Holy fuck.
You get to talk to hot drunk women, and I freak out thinking, oh my God,
I
I'm
didn't
losing
get
my
to
job.
talk to many hot drunk women last night. Cam made a comment about it whenever he got there today. He was like, you didn't have very many, like, you didn't have your normal amount of tips that you normally get. And I was like, there weren't enough hot moms last night, Cam. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, my foreman, I saw him walking up. I was like, oh, fuck. He's a really cool guy. He walks up. He was like, any electrical catch fire? I was like, no. He was like, all right. That was it. That was it. He was like, yeah, a lot of us have been there. Whatever. I was like, cool. I was like, please don't tell the customer, though. That's not what it, like, imagine that phone call. Like, you get a phone call at the end of the day. Like, imagine you had a hard day at work. You get off and, like, you're just like, oh, my God, I want to go home, have a fucking beer, have a good dinner, whatever. You get a phone call as you're driving home. Be like, hey, by the way, just for legal reasons, we have to inform you. Your truck did catch on fire today. Like, that's the last thing you want to fucking hear.
Yeah, can you imagine? Like, oh, I just need a part replaced on my car. And they call you a couple days later and they're like, hey, while working on your car, we caught it on fire. And you're like, what the fuck are y'all doing up there?
Yeah, I don't know as the advisor how I'd fucking explain that. Be like, well, I just stumble over words.
So you know how your car is supposed to not be on fire?
Well,
right?
it was.
It was.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's the way it goes.
I forgot to clock in today. It wasn't me.
Damn straight. Nah, you're onto something there.
Someone else. I don't know. It's like some loop tech doing part of my job. I don't know. Jesus.
I'm probably losing an hour of my work yesterday since I forgot to clock in. Because they're going to go with my clover times.
Ah. They can't fix that?
No, they just go off the clover times from whenever I was actually in a register to whenever I got off a register. Which, thank God, I get there early enough that, like, I'm not counting into a register, like, right before 12. And, like, right at, like, 8:40 whenever people are there. So, it's not too bad. So, it's only going to be at, like, an hour. But still, like, $22.
Yeah, our boss pretty much just is like, he'll just he'll do your entire timing. Like, you'll forget and he'll be like, hey man, can you please clock in? But he'll just fix it.
Yeah, I texted my HR lady because our new GM was there. It was her first day. Nice.
My bad. I'm gonna leave this right here.
I have a new mouse. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, our new GM was there. She's been nice so far.
Yeah.
And it seems like she wants things to be easier for us. Problem with that is she's dating one of the upper management people. So her and her girlfriend have been together for a long time.
Yeah.
They work there. And like when Gunnar called me yesterday and he was telling me stuff and I told him, I was like, I don't want to be standoffish with her because this is her first time in a GM role. I get there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want there to be conflict. I just want to be able to come in and do my job. I want there to be the respect of, I'm here for my shifts. I don't call in. I'm here early. Stay off my ass about certain stuff.
Yeah.
I'll come to you when I have a problem. If we can just get along. And so I didn't get to talk to her much today because I was pretty busy in the morning whenever they all got there. So I didn't talk to her much. But yeah, I went there and I was like, hey, I know it's your like first day, you're getting everything ready for this. I forgot to clock in. And that's my fault.
That's on me.
She was like, you're all good. She was like, text Erica the times that you got here and that you're leaving and everything, and she'll get it fixed. It shouldn't be a problem. I was like, great. Also, should have said something earlier in the week whenever I worked, 8 days straight. We're almost out of mop, like the mop cleaner.
Yeah.
And that's my fault for not saying something earlier because, like, I noticed it. I was like, I need to bring this up. And then I just, kept working. And
Yeah. No, I get you.
she was like, I'll get somebody to handle it. And I was like, I appreciate you. She was like, yeah. So I made her first day more stressful than it probably should have been as soon as she got there. I was worried about it because I told Gunnar, I was like, the time she shows up in the morning is going to tell me everything I need to know. Because, like, Ruben, he always gets there early so that he can go smoke his weed. Like,
as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like, they all used to get there, like, an hour early. Like, there were days Ruben would show up at 7:45. And...
It take you that long to smoke?
I mean, they're all passing around a blunt, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, they have a blunt rotation for before their shift.
A legendary 8 a.m. blunt rotation.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, it's the American dream.
And I was like, so, a little bit different. But one of them, Cam, he doesn't show up until, like, 8:45 on the dot. Like, that's whenever if you show up past that point, they give you, like, a 15-minute window, pretty much. It's 15 minutes, but, I mean, you could clock in an hour early if you felt so inclined, which is pretty much what I do.
Yeah.
So, like, 30 minutes before your scheduled shift, you have a 15-minute window where if you're not there within that 15 minutes, you're not late, but you don't get commission on that shift if you're not 15 minutes early. So Cam always shows up exactly 15 minutes early. He clocks in 15 minutes early. I don't have a problem with it. He's not the general manager.
Yeah.
I would like my general manager to be there before everybody else, preferably. Which I know is a little different because they all, smoke. So they're all there super early so they can smoke, hang out, and then do all the stuff that they need to do in the mornings. So it doesn't bother me too much. But, she was there at 8:10. So I was like, you know what? We might be able to get along. We might just get along. I was playing my gym playlist because I was fucking exhausted yesterday for some reason.
Yeah.
I was doing something. She was like, I like your music. And I was like, well, this isn't the playlist I'm normally playing whenever y'all get here in the mornings. I was like, this is my gym playlist, if that says anything. You'll hear my actual playlist soon enough, and we'll see if you still have that opinion.
Just being depressed as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get here at 8:30 in the morning, and we'll all be missing her.
Working.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Yeah, Cam was asking me, he was like, how many days have you worked right now? I told him yesterday, I was like, this was 8. And I was like, Thursday, whenever I leave Thursday morning, that'll be like my first day off. He was like, how many days off are they giving you? And I was like, 2. He was like, I get Thursday, Friday off, and then I'm back at it Saturday, and then back on my normal schedule. He was like, hell no.
You've been working like fucking crazy.
The worst part is, like, I'm looking forward to going to work because of all the fucking shit that's happened outside of work.
Yeah, I mean, you might get your girlfriend tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Might be tonight.
Maybe.
Girlfriend tonight, wife tomorrow.
Hey, I'm ordained. So we'll have a little wedding here. Yeah. 3-person wedding. You, her, me.
Do you take her to be a full vibe?
A full vibe.
Type shit.
Well, we ran for 120.
Did we do 120?
Yeah.
Really?
Not 120, but
Hour 20?
yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. We're just kind of talking about whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Well, whatever the fuck this will be. Scrap, pilot,
May end up being
really
scrap, man.
choppy fucking pilot.
Yeah.
Something.
It happened.
It's been recorded.
Whether we wanted it to or not, it did happen.
Fucking. All right. Well, we don't have a name for this.
Nope.
Well, not a official name at least. It'll be called something. Hopefully it'll happen more than this time and the next.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get one more view than my mom or dad. But at this point,
just be making a podcast
at this
for your
point,
parents.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm cool with whatever. Sure, at some point, both my parents will hear something that they would prefer not to on here.
Well, they might. They're gonna learn a lot about me, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, they'll learn. They'll learn both of us. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty straightforward with my parents. They
Yeah.
already know a whole lot of shit, but
Yeah.
I pretty much, I feel like I've told them, I'm like, yeah, he's pretty much like the same. Like, you know, we like mentally unhealthy women
Yeah.
and, you know, we create problems in our lives that we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe we're the problem.
No.
Nah! Nah, how could we? It's only a Monday and we're drinking.
I'm about to go to work.
That would. Can you really hate a guy?
No, you
Can
can't.
you really hate a
can't.
guy?
All I'm gonna say is the only common denominator in my past relationships is me. Let's do the math.
Let's do the math. I date short women who are typically of the Latina variety. Not saying anything's wrong with that because the next one hopefully will be the exact same.
God, I'm healed. Give me the exact same woman.
I would even say I like problems. I just like women
like
who have
spice,
problems.
okay?
Yeah, I like spice.
What is the point? Okay, I had this conversation with
Okay.
my mom the other day. What is the point of a healthy relationship whenever it's so boring? I don't want to wake up and know exactly who I'm dating. I want a new flavor every day.
I want a bipolar woman.
Yeah, I want to wake up and not know if they love me or if they want to stab me.
Yeah.
You know? God, that's fucked. I don't mean that. Kinda.
A little bit.
I mean it a little.
Just a little bit.
I mean it a lot.
Can you really hate a guy?
No.
Oh, Dad, forgive me for everything you will hear on here.
Ian's parents, I'm so sorry.
I'm not. I got no problem with you coming out saying all the crazy shit.
Yeah, they're.
I mean,
gonna
I will
learn-
too, but
They're gonna learn so much.
I gotta ease them in.
I'm not gonna tell my parents about this.
I will.
You're gonna tell my parents?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll fax your dad.
Okay. That fucking shop
Does
might
he have a
still
pager?
No pager, but they might have a fax up there at Frank Brown.
This will be. I had fun.
I had fun. It was a lot of
It's
fun.
honestly like just any other night,
Yeah.
but with the
it's-
mic. I would say with the drink, but that's not
No,
like
that's
any
a-
other
that's
night.
a daily thing as well.
That's any other night. Oh, God, send me another mentally unhealthy woman.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Send me an alcoholic woman that beats the shit out of me.
Oh my god, one could only hope.
I just, like you said, spice, man.
Yeah. Flavor.
Flavor. It's like, why would I want to date someone boring?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Not that white women are like this, but there's a fair amount that are just like bland.
Yeah.
Not all.
If they were a spice, they'd be flour type shit.
Or it's just salt.
No, that's too spicy for them.
Mayonnaise is spicy. White people. Like, there's either like, subcategories of white women.
Yeah.
There is like the generic college white
Sorority
party
girl, yeah.
bar sorority girl. That's just, they're a hoe.
Yeah.
They sleep around. You know, they get around.
Yeah.
I say that because they would not give me a chance. They like, I don't know, D1 athletes and, other guys with money or some shit.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that's about. And then you have like just kind of boring white girls. And then you have like boarding group C white.
Boarding group's crazy.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? There's a certain like level of thickness where I'm like solid. And then there's a certain level of thickness where I'm like, you're starting to reach the boundary. And then there's like, damn, kind of thing.
Even through the fog of war, a tank is still visible as.
Literally, like, okay, you ever get like on Tinder or Hinge, whatever dating app you're on, and you look at your matches and you're like, is this really as low as I gotta go? Like, you're looking at your matches and like, you're like, fuck, I don't think it's this bad, is it? It's like, shit. It's like, do I really gotta lower my expectations that fucking much?
That's why it's easier to meet somebody naturally.
Yeah, in my line of work, it's not. I yelled at a 6-year-old woman today who's my service advisor. She wanted hands today. I just want to say.
You should have thrown hands.
No, respectfully, if she wants hands, she'll get hands.
That's valid.
No, I gave her the biggest attitude today, bro. I swear to God, every day she tests me, I test her right back. Like some people are there, they'll either just go silent, which how I used to be, but now I'm like, nah, fuck you. You gonna be a dick, I'm gonna be a dick. I don't give a shit. If anybody watches this, if this gets uploaded, I don't want anyone saying, oh, you have beef with the fucking, she's like 55 maybe. You have beef with like a mid-50 woman. I don't give a shit. She is the biggest cunt I know right now.
If you were born before Nam, do not talk to me like that.
Like, she's just a fucking cunt. Like, there's like a difference. Like, okay, if she's just kind of being an old lady, kind of being a pain. She's not like, grainy fucking old pain. She is like the definition of a Karen. Like, if I worked in fast food, I would put fucking $1,000 on black that she would fucking be like, this isn't what I like, the smallest fucking thing. Like, she is the biggest Karen in the world, and she is just the biggest cunt. She walks around and talks to people like they're just nothing. I'm like, nah, you want that shit? I'll give you that shit.
Yeah.
I'll reciprocate that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear fucking shit. But I'd throw hands with a 55-year-old woman.
Yeah.
It wouldn't stop me.
No.
Would you pay pay-per-view?
Yeah, I'd record it.
Okay.
I'd scream world star whenever she fucking ate shit.
I can just drop her. Yeah, I mean, sometimes these grannies got to catch these hands.
They do.
I mean,
They've been too comfortable for too long. Like, I'm sorry, how much did your first apartment cost?
For real.
Yeah,
I could buy your first house with a loaf of bread from this day. It's like, shit. We're in the fucking slums.
Yeah.
We're in like a dopamine slum era. Like, dopamine's everywhere. You crave it. And also, 60% of your paycheck goes towards your rent or mortgage. God forbid. Like, thank God my fucking car is paid off.
Oh, yeah.
If I had a car payment right now, done.
If I had a car
Cooked.
payment right now, I'd have to live out of my car.
Yeah, I if I had a car payment right now, if it's not a Winnebago, I don't have a place to live. Jesus. All right, well. I'm out of a drink. So, I think this is the end of the road for now.
That's unfortunate.
Until we talk more about, your girlfriend and me, lighting more customer cars on fire and fighting 55-year-old woman.
Productive day, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, not too shabby of a day, I'd say.
I'd give it a solid 6.
$7.2.
I respect it.
Yeah. All right. Let's stop.